Hello and welcome to Centerburg High School, where we've got the Centerburg Lady Trojans taking on the Worthington Christian Lady Warriors. This Monday afternoon volleyball match is being brought to you live and free on the OH Report on your smartphone, TV, tablet, or computer. And it all comes to you next.
There's a blood shortage and we came up to Dead Lover's Point at midnight on Friday the 13th.
Lame.
Guess I'm gonna waste all this blood by dying in a predictable horror movie way.
50% of Americans like watching blood get spilled in horror movies, but only 3% donate it. When was the last time you donated blood?
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. Whether it's making memories in your first home or making an impact in your community. At Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
Our number one receiver coming from the Shelby Whippets, Isaiah Ramsey.
He's caught our attention over here, and we're certainly going to keep an eye on the Willard Flashes.
We will see you next week on the Stat Leaders, brought to you by Spitzer of Mansfield.
Hello and welcome back to Centerburg High School. Storm Bluntschly joined by the illustrious Garret Parlett. And Garret, it's Monday afternoon and we've got volleyball action here live and free on the OH Report.
Yeah, Storm, an interesting matchup. Two out-of-conference foes coming together here on Monday night for a good mid-season matchup here. Centerburg coming in 14-3 overall, but they've been able to really handle anybody that's been out of conference. Their lone loss in conference was to that dominating Cardington-Lincoln team in the KMAC. So we'll see if Centerburg can continue their dominance when they go out of conference.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit more about the home court Trojans. They've just been on a tear, man. I mean, it has been easy for them except for, that lone conference loss. They're currently on a 2-game winning streak, and Thursday, of course, everyone looking at that matchup versus Cardington-Lincoln.
Just a couple of days ago, Storm, they did end up beating East Knox. They come in here on that 2-game win streak, as you alluded to, and then, of course, on Thursday night, it's going to be a big one. Cardington-Lincoln did sweep this Centerburg team, if that gives you any allude to how good Cardington-Lincoln is. But see if Centerburg can get some momentum here tonight and play and beat a very tough Worthington Christian team.
It just seems like volleyball in the KMAC top to bottom is just so stellar this year. As we switch gears now to the Worthington Christian Warriors, we'll take a look at their team spotlight here on our OH Report pregame show. 9-9, so sitting right at 500, both overall and in the conference. It's been an up and down season, and they've won 3 of their last 5. So, pretty much average, the most average you can be at this point in the season.
A lot of inconsistency from the squad, Storm. It seems as if they can't get anything that's going on a streak. They'll win a couple, and then they'll go on a losing skid. Let's see if today they can come in here and upset a very good Centerburg team, especially at home, too. This would be a big win if Worthington Christian can get it done.
Let's take a look now at our keys to victory for the Centerburg Lady Trojans. Continue to play Trojan volleyball and keep it simple, G-Man.
There's no need, Storm, to come in here and do anything different than what you've been doing all season long. It's been getting it done, especially when they step out of conference play. They're doing it here tonight. Let's see if they continue their hot streak.
Worthington Christian with the serve. Great block there from Gwyn Sands. And Garrett, it'll be interesting because some players change their jersey numbers on the Volley for a Cure night. So you'll have to let us know if you're watching at home if we have the correct roster still. We had that problem at Clear Fork the other day. So it'll make for an interesting night for sure. Worthington Christian answers back with a point of their own. Things tied at 1. Back to serve for them is Emma Steele, the freshman. Centerburg with an opportunity. Great block from Worthington Christian. Going to say Centerburg touched the net, so Worthington Christian out to a 2-1 lead.
Good start here for the Lady Warriors. Coming in against Centerburg, they don't lose a lot of sets. So to come in here and get a big one, Storm, if they can win this first set, would do wonders for them throughout the rest of this match. Steele with the service once again, and how big would it be for them who Worthington Christian, who's having an inconsistent season? Centerburg scores right there, but to knock off such a great team like Centerburg, it would lead to some pretty inspired volleyball, I assume. I haven't got to see Centerburg so far this season myself, but, resident KMAC volleyball expert Travis Berardi has been telling me all about them, and I know that they really only team has been handling Centerburg has been Cardington-Lincoln, and ended up sweeping the Lady Trojans earlier this season. They got that rematch on Thursday, so a bit of a trap game tonight is Storm. As it looks like Worthington Christian touched the net, so that'll go in favor of the Trojans. But if Cardington-Lincoln is sweeping Centerburg, I would like to think Cardington-Lincoln has got to be some sort of ranking in the state.
For sure, and as I mentioned earlier, KMAC volleyball this year is just so good. And it'll be interesting to see how many times there's a big spike there from Wood Sands to give Centerburg some points.
A lot of teams in the KMAC and volleyball are loaded this season. Centerburg, obviously, then Cardington-Lincoln. I know Northmore's got a solid squad. Fredericktown's also in the mix there. So, and you can't forget about East Knox. East Knox volleyball is back. They won a couple of games this season. They haven't been able to do that in a couple of years, but this year, Storm, they took the lid off of things and got back into it.
Yeah, East Knox definitely on the rise, that's for sure. Trending in the right direction, as that's a great block from Centerburg. They now lead 5-2. And Garrett, what I was going to say is, you know, these red K-Max schools, man, I never get them right, I feel like. So we'll see how many times I mix up Centerburg and Fredericktown and Cardington Lincoln.
You're already mixing them up when you're trying to
I know, I literally can't even think of it. All the red teams, man.
Well, hopefully Centerburg can help you out, Storm, by wearing pink here tonight.
I hope so, man. When we were here last time, we were talking about Cardington Lincoln, and I was like, yeah, the Pirates from Cardington Lincoln. That's Fredericktown.
That's not. That's Cardington.
No, it's not.
Fredericktown's the Freddies, Storm.
The Freddies. Fredericktown Freddies. It makes too much sense, man. But you see what I mean, man? I can't do it. Is that shot could not be rallied from Worthington Christian. Centerburg with another serve. Caitlin Johnson, the junior, with the serve. Turned back over. Centerburg opportunity for a spike. Blocked by Worthington Christian, but back a little too far. I believe that was Weisbrod on the spike.
Lady Trojan Storm beginning to pull away here early, just up 6, but I believe they're on a 5-0 run here in this first set. Let's see if Worthington has an answer. I don't know if this one will help. Is somehow,
the rafters.
Wow.
The rafters helping out Worthington Christian, it seems, as it took a friendly bounce for the Warriors. And Centerburg not there. You think maybe caught a little bit off guard.
Oh, yeah. I imagine it's got to be tough to be able to play it off a surface like that so where it can bounce any direction. And I think that one did sneak in as that'll go to Centerburg.
That's that can be some real home court advantage. Like, you think about schools like Clear Fork, like where the ceiling's really low.
Well, I believe Storm.
You can skill bounce it, you know?
When the basketballs are, like, made into the wall, where they're in the concrete and where they can't be lifted up,
yeah,
you have to play it off. Like at Lucas, you have to play it off the hoop. But if you can, or you can't play it off the hoop. They just completely do the entire play over.
Wow, really?
But if it hits the hoop like they have it here down at Centerburg where it's adjusted and it can be lifted up, then you have to play it off of it. Mr. Travis told me that.
So maybe you get like some sneaky skill plays in where you intentionally bounce it off the rafter.
I think that'd be a little challenging. But
yeah, like a trick shot. Like, you know, when you're out in the backyard playing like horse or pig and you're like, all right, spin around 3 times and throw it granny style behind your head over the hoop.
I'm sure they got a lot of sets like that. You know, a lot of plays and system.
I'm just saying it could happen. Centerburg now off of the Worthington Christian score. That one going to be looked out of play, but they're going to say it was in. Oh, I think they said it was tipped. So it must have been tipped by Emma Steele. Centerburg now takes this serve. That is Kennedy Glenn, the junior. Worthington Christian with the set. That one finessed over. And great awareness from Courtney Staggs to just kiss that one over the net. Hung in the air like Air Jordan, Garrett. Took flight. Just finessed it. Oh, it was the slow motion, my bad.
Just like the goat, Storm.
Just like the baby goat. So on the service now is Weisbrod. Worthington Christian with their turn, but Centerburg with the great block. Pushover would have been out. I think Centerburg still trying to keep it alive. The fall to the floor. It'll be Worthington Christian points.
Lady Warriors hanging tough here in this first set. Thought Centerburg was going to begin to pull away there. Able to stop that run, put on a run of their own. They're right back in this game.
Centerburg with an opportunity. Worthington Christian tried to put it back over the net, but I think they're going to say Worthington Christian touched the net, so Centerburg will take the points.
How many times has that happened already here in this one, Storm? I mean, it's been at least a handful of times. Worthington Christian has just been too close to the net, touched it, and points are resulted in favor of Centerburg.
I thought you were actually asking, and I was like, "Oh gosh, I don't know."
I know better than that.
It's been a lot of them, but I don't know the specifics of it. Centerburg with the spike, great block from Worthington Christian. Set here from the Warriors. Over the net. That's a dig from Urbanek. Long volley here, but it's going to end with some Lady Trojans points. They now lead 13-8.
Nice effort right there from Worthington Christian. Trying to get a hand on it, get it back over, but both sides battling out right there in that possession. Centerburg up 5 here.
There's Courtney Staggs with the dive right there. It was a good softball slide, that's for sure. Centerburg somehow returns it over the net. Great hustle from the Trojans. But it's all in vain as the Lady Warriors still hanging around.
Great response right there from the Worthington Christian. Weisbrod for Centerburg, able to get it over somehow, some way. But the spike from the Lady Warriors ended that momentum real quick.
Phoebe Williams with the service. Spike here from Centerburg. Albert sends it back to the Trojans. Joyner returns it. Another lengthy volley. As soon as I said it again, Garret points are scored. So the door's still open for Worthington Christian. Centerburg with 14 now. Set spike here. Blocked by Centerburg. That was Gwyn Sands. Tried to block it. Didn't quite get enough height to send it back over. It went straight up. That'll be points for the Warriors. Going to be a missed serve from Emma Steele. 15-10 now.
All the action's on the court, Storm, but this poor ball over here, over and by himself. Oh, there we go. I knew somebody's going to have to come for it.
It got wedgied, man. Isn't that worth more points?
On our broadcast, it is.
Well, who gets them? Because it was on Centerburg's side. But Worthington Christian sent it over, right?
Well, I mean, I don't know, Storm, but I know this point's going to the Lady Warriors, making a 4-point game.
Technically, you could still wedgie the ball like in between the rim and the backboard. It'd be significantly harder with this setup, but it could still happen. Centerburg with the spike. Warriors say right back at ya. They've come storming back. Lead is now just 3 for Centerburg. Long serve there from the Warriors. Weisbrod sends it back for Centerburg. Weisbrod once again. Worthington Christian with an opportunity. They spike it. Goes straight down. I think that was Courtney Staggs on the spike and the points. Centerburg returns it. Too much mustard on that one, and now just a 1-point advantage. for Centerburg.
Lady Warriors looking to take their first lead outside of that early 3-1 lead they had. See if they're able to capitalize or does Centerburg have an answer?
It's been a little bit of a run here for Worthington Christian. That one spiked into the net, and it's all tied up. I think this will be Worthington Christian's first opportunity for a lead. If I'm not mistaken. That one will be out of play, and some dodgeball skills from Weisbrod to get out of the way of that one. Worthington Christian returns it. That one blocked by Autumn Kennedy. None of her teammates were there, though. Falls to the ground, 16-16.
Worthington Christian right now just picking spots on some of these aces. Centerburg here in danger of losing this first set here at home.
And that was Eva Albert with the ace. She serves once again as Worthington Christian has the lead, but that big spike will tie things back up as Weisbrod sends that one careening into the floor. Glenn with the serve. Worthington Christian just trying to get it over. They do. Weisbrod sends it back. Worthington Christian opportunity. That one spiked, dug up by the libero, Kennedy Glenn, but out of play.
How many of those spikes from, say you get 100, how many think you're going to be able to dig out of there?
Me personally?
Yeah.
Less than 5.
I was going to say probably 5.
Maybe.
On a good day.
I mean, maybe it all depends. So give me a second. That's going to be, I think, a net touch, so it'll be tied up at 18. Centerburg takes the points. Is it like the same person doing 100 spikes in a row? Because if so, I'll get more because, just the fatigue. Or is it like perfect world where it's a full power spike every time?
I would say full power every single time.
Okay, less than 5. I'd put money on less than 5. That one's going to be in play. And Centerburg now taking a 1-point advantage. They have 19. So you think exactly 5 for you or for me?
No, for me, I think it would be around 5, more than likely.
Okay, who do you think would get more?
Me.
No, I don't know about that.
Yeah, you do.
Well, if you're listening in the fan zone, I know we don't come up here to K-Mac country that often, but if you're listening, let us know who you think would dig up more spikes, G-Man or Storm. I'm interested to see what the fans at home think. Amani Marshall tried to touch that one over, but it will be out of play. And we've got a back-and-forth affair here, Garrett. Centerburg leads 20-19, but the door is still open for Worthington Christian. Spike here for Worthington Christian, unable to be dug up. Phoebe Williams ties things up at 20.
Perfect spot here for Worthington Christian. Got the opportunity to serve this, see if they can get some aces. Try to pull away here and win this first set.
Pushed over by Centerburg.
I think they're calling.
Yeah.
Touch the net again, Storm.
Either touched the net or there was a player that was over the midcourt line. Either way, Centerburg takes the points. We'll see if Worthington Christian has an answer. Hit over the net. That's Joyner for Centerburg. Spike opportunity for Worthington Christian. Great dig from Weisbrod. Weisbrod couldn't get a handle on that, and Williams knocks things up once again.
Little mini game here, Storm. First to 4.
Hey, but just how we always say, man, just like Rutger Park, it's win by 2. It's street ball rules out here. Worthington Christian with a 1-point advantage. It's Gam's driveway dunk ball rules. That's always win by 2.
Always.
There's no other way to play like pickup basketball though. Like, could you imagine just playing the 21 straight?
It'd be weird.
Take a look now at our Worthington Christian starters. Phoebe Williams, Grace Legan, Abby Urbanik, Eva Albert, Elizabeth Hook, Emma Steele, Courtney Staggs, and Audrey Williams. Now for Centerburg, Alina Joring, Julia Orndorff, Caitlin Johnson, Stella Weisbrod, Emma McCombs, Autumn Kennedy, Eva Joring, Alyssa Harris, Amani Marshall, Riley Skillman, Clara Johnson, Kennedy Glenn. I apologize on behalf of myself for any names I butcher. So let me know in the comments, you know, if I'm mispronouncing any names. I will do my best to correct that. As out of the timeout, Worthington Christian sends it over. Centerburg blocks it, and that's just going to be a mishit from Eva Albert. Things are all tied at 22.
Critical here for Centerburg to try to take back that control of the game that they had just a little bit ago. In a tight spot of the Lady Trojans.
Clara Johnson sends it over. Opportunity for Worthington Christian. Blocked by Centerburg. They're going to call, I was about to say, not going to call the double hit, but it will be, Garret. And how much momentum is riding on this first set, especially when it's so close here, 23-22.
Especially with Worthington, if they're able to win this, gives them so much confidence throughout the rest of the match, going in at set 2, that they can come in here and play. Centerburg trying to survive, but it's looking a little grim here.
So set point here now for the Lady Warriors. Emma Steele, service. Centerburg trying to stay alive here in set number 1. Worthington Christian somehow gets it over. Centerburg trying to answer. Great hustle from Eva Albert. That one sent over. And that one doesn't have the power, and that's going to do it. That's going to be set number 1 for Worthington Christian. They win it 25-22. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with set 2 here live and free on the OH Report.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. Whether it's making memories in your first home or making an impact in your community. At Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
Going to cheerleading camp next to the abandoned insane asylum, it's like throwing your blood away.
50% of Americans like watching blood get spilled in horror movies, but only 3% donate it.
Now that's scary.
Hello and welcome back to Centerburg High School. Storm Bluntschly joined by the illustrious Garret Parlett. Garret, some goofy antics down here on the court is we've got some sort of frisbee toss going on.
I'm trying to get the rules up here, Storm. I'm trying to list it in to what I'm hearing on the floor, or what we're trying to aim for here.
I think you have to throw it the furthest, but like there's a certain point, like you have to get it before the half court line.
I think, whoa.
Well, that guy didn't win. So it has to be before the half court line. Yeah, it's kind of like curling. There's one right on the line.
Got any more left?
There's some more frisbees. I think it costs $1 to play. So give me $1, Garret.
Get my wallet here.
All I have is a 20. I know, big man on campus with my $20 bill.
Oh, look at this, Storm.
Wow. Maybe you have to get it right on the line?
Look at this.
Closest to the line, potentially. I don't think they're, no, they're like no frisbees. Everyone's getting into it, though. That's a good one. A little too far. One more. Vikings purple. Too much. Another Vikings one. Nope.
No wonder he missed.
That's gone. Looks like that's it. We got one more blue one. The Michigan Wolverines
Look at this.
Too far. But I don't know even if I was right.
Everybody wins.
Everyone's a winner, man. Here, it's the perfect game for me, dude. I'm not good at anything, so the games where everyone wins, that's like my thing. Speaking of being good at things, Worthington Christian was good at winning set number 1 in a close contest, Garret. They now lead 1-0 here entering set number 2.
Centerburg not able to win that first set, Storm, and see if Worthington Christian can continue what they were doing in that first set. Could bode well for them here tonight.
And maybe Centerburg maybe overlooking Worthington Christian a little bit. You know, not the most glamorous start to the season for them, you know, sitting right at 500. So we'll see how they respond. They were too focused on the frisbee toss, I think, maybe.
It's kind of hard to blame them, to be honest. But
now I want them to lower the hoops and do a three-point shooting contest. Then I'll go down there.
You would lose.
I'll go 0 of 10 probably. So in set number 2, Clara Johnson with the serve for Centerburg. Returned by Worthington Christian. Spiked down by Kennedy Glenn, who's trying to put some dents in the hardwood here at Centerburg.
Had a couple of those here tonight already. I'm sure Centerburg fans want a little bit more of that here in this second set.
That is for sure, as Centerburg out to a 1-0 lead. Great save from Centerburg. It says Centerburg touched the net, I think. So Worthington Christian takes their first point of the set. I wonder if it's going to be like an apple pie eating contest. I hope. The next game I'm talking about that they're going to do in between the sets. Oh, it's hula hooping. I can't do that.
I think you throw the frisbee in the hula hoop.
Oh, I can do that. That one's
could be wrong,
the
though.
sender from Gwyn Sands.
That's just what was happening when we were here, Storm, in the JV game.
Yeah, would they play that one again? They got to have some apple pies and ice cream around. Just laying around. I'd win, I think. Another great block from Kennedy Glenn. Or excuse me, that was Stella Weisbrod. Sets up Caitlin Johnson, the junior, to serve. Centerburg leads by 2. Johnson lost her footing, could not get to it. 1-point deficit as Worthington Christian makes some substitutions.
Perfect placement right there. Just floating it right over top, finding the open space. The Lady Trojan was able to get there and swat it back over as the Lady Warriors have cut into this early lead here from Centerburg, but they'll try to extend it even more as they go up 4-2.
Those Gwyn Sands on that one. Once again, just floating it right over the net, putting it into no man's land. Gives Centerburg a 2-point lead once again. Garrett, we're like at the tournament draw for volleyball. Isn't that nuts?
It's gone quick. Usually does. Soccer and volleyball too. As that one will go out. Worthington Christian back in the scoring column.
Dude, like what? It's week 8 of football? Or
Yep, we're going into week 8.
Week 8. Time flies, dude, when you're having fun. When you're having live and free fun on the OH Report. Truth. Serve for Worthington Christian, and that's going to be a reverse ace. Miscommunication for the Warriors. Kennedy Glenn on the other side. That one out of play. So Centerburg gifts the points right back.
So both sides here in these first 2 sets. Really it's been neck and neck, Storm. Neither side able to pull away. At least so far here early in the second set.
Yeah, that first set was right down to the wire, and seems like we're already gearing up for one of those again. Is it's all tied at 5. And Garrett, something I just noticed: no Centerburg Trojan bursting through the wall here.
Good eyes.
It's not behind us either. Only bleachers behind us. As that one is dunked home by Grace Legan. No Trojan. A singular.
Did you look behind these bleachers, Storm?
I did. Okay, I have not. I did not. I cannot confirm nor deny that it's behind the bleachers. So it could be. I doubt it. Why would you want to put some artwork back there? No one's going to see it.
It's not true.
Well, I'm going to check before we leave.
I'm going to check after the set.
All right, you check after the set, and I'll go down and play the game. As Worthington Christian scores on that one. No one seemed to call it there for Centerburg. So add this to the list of schools that doesn't have a mascot bursting through the wall.
They're the first on the list.
They really are. That one plays perfectly, right on the line pretty much, to bring Centerburg to within 1. Stella Weisbrod with the serve. That one touched over by Staggs. Great block from Worthington Christian. But it's out of play. Centerburg takes the point. Serve from Centerburg, almost disaster for Worthington Christian as it's somehow returned over. Great awareness. All in vain, though, as that's spiked down by Autumn Kennedy. Boom shakalaka. Sorry. I didn't think you were going to talk. My bad.
Not only did Kennedy, Storm, sing the national anthem, but also laying down some spikes right there. I mean, if you're standing in the way of that, I mean, good night. It's time for bed.
Yeah, that's a real boom shakalaka.
Boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom. That one will be out of play. So another tightly contested set. Worthington Christian trying to go up a commanding 2-0. Centerburg trying to tie it up and make it a best of 3. That one falls to the floor. Not sure if Courtney Staggs got a fingertip on it or not. Regardless, Worthington Christian with the points. Autumn Kennedy sends that over the net for 1.
Kennedy, we just seen a couple plays ago, spike it down this time. Using the finesse, just dropping it over top. There's no Lady Warrior there to help out. So now Centerburg goes up 1.
Miss hit there from Worthington Christian. Centerburg now with a 2-point lead. Joring with the serve. Worthington Christian unable to return it. Eva Joring once again. Returned by the Warriors. That one too strong from Amani Marshall. Gives the service back to Worthington Christian. I believe our director, Adam Thompson, went back to check to see if there was a Centerburg Trojan on the wall, and he's shaking his head, Garrett. I can confirm, no Centerburg Trojan on the walls.
They got like a second gym in here or something, or what?
They might, which is surprising because, you know, when you're walking in, they have a lot of artwork painted on the walls.
Strong, don't give up yet. I got a feeling. Listen, we can't do what we did last time. We got to make sure we check every avenue.
Yeah. Every wall in the school before we speak on if there's a mascot bursting through the wall or not.
I mean, Centerburg, this looks and feels as if it's a newer school.
Maybe no one had the opportunity yet.
Could be us.
You really think you can paint that well?
No.
I know I can't.
I painted our set. That do anything?
It doesn't really look that our set doesn't really look like a Trojan though.
Really? I thought it did.
Nah, not to me. As it'll be a timeout. I think it's Worthington Christian timeout.
(14-11) here in this second set. Centerburg did drop the first one to the Road Warriors here tonight.
The Road Warriors, like Mad Max. As we're going to take a look at our keys to victory once again for those of you just joining us on our brought to you here by Monarch Title Services. Play to your strengths and start strong, must win the first set. And Garrett, that they did. So we'll see if they can close this one out. Set number 2 to make it 2-0, but Centerburg on top now.
That would be a recipe for success. So.
Good segue, man. Recipe for success like that amazing buffalo chicken dip. As that's going to be a miscommunication, let's take a look at our keys to victory now for Centerburg, just in case you're just joining us. Presented by, of course, Monarch Title Services. Continue to play Trojan Volleyball. And of course, KISS, keep it simple.
Not keeping it simple right there, Storm. Where the Lady Trojans not able to get it across the net. It'll head back into the hands of Worthington Christian to try to mount this comeback down just 3.
Still a pretty tightly contested contest. That one out of play. Stella Weisbrod for Centerburg thought about it. Great awareness, though. As it is now a 4-point lead in favor of Centerburg. Caitlin Johnson with the serve for Centerburg. That one blocked back to Worthington Christian. Eva Albert sends it back over for the Warriors. Centerburg now with the spike. Great save there from Weisbrod, or excuse me, that was Johnson with the save. That'll be out of play, however. Worthington Christian brings it back to within 3.
Good try right there from Centerburg, just not able to find a piece of that floor right there. It ended up falling out of play as Worthington Christian here, hanging tough, just down 3. Try to win this second set and go up 2-0.
Legan with the serve. Spike here, but a great block. That was Weisbrod with the spike. Centerburg nonetheless takes the points. Just blocked out of play, and you know, there's not much you can do in that situation, Garrett, besides accept your fate. That block attempt from Centerburg. Not enough. Leads to Worthington Christian points. And an ace here from the Warriors. So it's now just a 2-point Trojans lead. That one out of play. Another ace. Worthington Christian now within a single point.
3-0 run here for the Lady Warriors. Now down just 1 point. Trying to mount this comeback. Try and tie the Lady Trojans here at home.
A little bit of a miss hit. Weisbrod still able to get it over the net. Johnson with the dig. Pushed over by the libero. Set now. Worthington Christian with an opportunity. Eva Albert sends it down. Just a little missed time there from Weisbrod leads to Worthington Christian tying this one at 17. Weisbrod just took off a little too far from the line. That leads to some Worthington Christian points, as another miscommunication gives Worthington Christian the lead in set number 2. Worthington Christian now, just like Chris Smoove, you gotta call a timeout.
Centerburg, I love the timeout call though, Storm.
I do too.
The stuff was getting a little out of hand. Worthington Christian was on a massive run. I believe they scored 6 straight points, take the lead, and now they're looking to win set 2, Storm, here on the road to try to come and upset these Lady Trojans. We'll see if they're able to finish the second set, or does Centerburg have something up their sleeve and something to say about it. So here we go.
Now we'll see what this does for the Worthington Christian momentum. Take a look once again at the spike here from Weisbrod. So Worthington Christian looking to continue their run out of the timeout. They serve it across the net. Worthington Christian struggles to get it over. Miscommunication leads to the Trojans tying it back up. Kennedy Glenn back there to serve for Centerburg. Great dig from Caitlin Johnson. Good hustle here from Worthington Christian. They're able to return it. Set for Centerburg. Weisbrod puts that one in the perfect spot. Centerburg back on top by a point.
Great placement right there from Weisbrod. Able to find the open area, smack it down, and now take this 1 point advantage here in set 2.
Serve from Kennedy Glenn. Almost catastrophe for Worthington Christian. They're able to return it. Centerburg, though, claims another point, so the timeout did its job, stopped the momentum for the Warriors. Stagg sends it over for the Warriors. Weisbrod sends it right back. Must have been a return address on that letter, Garret, because Stella Weisbrod takes it to the post office.
Centerburg looks almost like a completely different team out of that timeout call. They're getting it to Weisbrod for opportunities for spikes, and they're paying off. This one, too, to go in favor of the Lady Trojans.
And just like that, the flip has been switched, and Worthington Christian takes a timeout of their own. They now trail 22-18.
So now we'll see if Worthington Christian's timeout is able to do something. Light a fire underneath them. Now up 4 are the Centerburg Lady Trojans here at home.
So I guess, Garret, I said the flip has been switched, which is not the way that saying goes. In case you were wondering. Switch has been flipped.
I wasn't wondering.
Switch has been flipped, right? That's the right way. Yeah.
Now you got me confused.
I know. Now I'm all messed up. The flip.
The switch.
No, the switch has been flipped. Who's Fredericktown and who's Cardington Lincoln? Oh,
neither of those teams are playing in front of you.
I'm just playing. My brain's all sorts of scrambled.
Scramble?
Kennedy Glenn sends this one over the net. 23-18 on your Knox Community Hospital scoreboard. Worthington Christian finally able to get back on the board. Now it's just a 4-point deficit.
Big mountain to climb here for the Lady Warriors, down 4 points. Centerburg just 2 points away from winning this second set.
Worthington Christian with an opportunity. Set here for the Warriors. Great dig from Johnson. And another miscue for the Warriors. Pushes Centerburg to set point. Not sure if maybe someone else called it or Phoebe Williams just misjudged the spacing. Regardless, it is set point here for the Trojans. Centerburg gets it back over the net. That one returned, and that's going to do it for set number 2. We're going to a best of 3. It's now 1-1 here at the end of set number 2. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back for number 3 here live and free on the OH Report.
I'm Storm Bluntschly. Make sure you tune in Friday nights at 11:30 p.m. for the Friday Night Pigskin. Stats, analysis, coaches' interviews, all wrapped up into one amazing show. Make sure you tune in.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. Whether it's making memories in your first home or making an impact in your community. At Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
Hello, welcome back to Centerburg High School. You fans missed a treat, man. It was volleyball, like ring toss.
Storm went down there and like hit every single one.
I hit like 4 or 5 in a row. It was crazy, man. You guys missed it.
It was like so fast. Like we couldn't even click go.
I know, and then I was doing it backwards. I was doing it through the legs. It was wild, man. Y'all should have been here.
I actually heard Storm, the state volleyball team's trying to get a hold of you. You got such a
the national teams?
Good serve.
Like I said, dude, through the legs, behind the back, it didn't matter. I mean, I was like, I think when it was all said and done, I was 40 for 40.
I'd say that's even a bit low.
You think more? I lost. Well, I lost track after 25 in a row.
I mean, Storm, they do call you Storm Ring Toss Bluntschly for a reason.
Well, yeah. Well, you know what game I'm actually good at?
Eating.
The carnival game where it's throw the ping pong ball into the goldfish bowl and win it.
Win the goldfish?
Win the goldfish.
I used to love that game at the fairs.
I was goated at that game. I always was taking home goldfish. And then an hour later, I needed to win a new one.
Do you remember the one like obstacle course at the fair where it was like a ladder?
The ladder? Yeah, Stormfish went in Bluntschly. There we go. Yeah, it was the ladder.
I love that one, dude.
I never did that one because when I was a big kid. So, like, I was always, like, afraid I would be too fat to do it. And I didn't want to embarrass myself. So we're all tied up at 1 set apiece as Worthington Christian takes the opening points of the third set. Both the sets, Garret, have been super tightly contested.
One more fair topic, Storm, before we get off.
Well, I was going to talk about the game and then the fair.
Okay, we'll talk about the game first. Deserve its love, but yeah, as you mentioned, Storm. You know, both sets so far have been neck and neck. Neither team able to pull away. Centerburg was on the ropes there in that second set. Lady Warriors were able to really take control, but they ended up coming back. Did Centerburg winning that one? And definitely needed that one, Storm. It's going to be hard to do a reverse sweep, but right now, Worthington Christian up 3-0 here, trying to win set 3 and go up 2-1.
And it really did just a few mistakes from Worthington Christian, really put them in a hole there late. We'll see if they're able to retool and regroup and come back as they're up 3-0, and now they're up 3-1. But, so the fair, which neither of us went to, I don't believe. But my favorite, and this is going to be a super hot. This is scorching hot.
Don't.
Like this
don't.
This is a fajita sizzling out of the back of the kitchen hot on a platter. Because that's a perfectly placed ball there from Worthington Christian. They now lead 4-1. Dude, the big slide is awesome. I love
the
county fair. These are county fair things. I don't know if I've ever been to the Ohio State Fair.
With the thing like the jump sack that you have to like wear. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it's like it's literally a big plastic slide.
Yes.
That's that might be my favorite thing at the fair.
See, I'm way too big to be riding that now.
Well, it was when I was younger.
See, my favorite game was the basketball, but it was rigged.
My favorite game was milk. What were they? The milk jugs?
Yes.
The milk
jug.
Jug.
Like knock them down?
Baseball milk jug throw, or you remember the one where it was the BB rifle?
No, I don't.
That one's out of play.
I don't remember that.
It was the star in the middle, and it was like an automatic BB rifle, and you had to completely take out the star.
No.
That one, I don't
remember that.
You legit could not win, but it was just fun to do it.
I just remember playing the basketball one and never, because like wasn't like the circumference of the rim or whatever.
Like the basketball, it was like an inch clearance.
Yeah. So like you had to like swish it, and if you didn't, you didn't win. I never won.
Things all tied up at 5 here as Caitlin Johnson steps back to serve for Centerburg. Now, I don't remember a time where I did win a game. Is that one? I think you're going to call that a net touch for Centerburg. Great block. Or net touch on Worthington Christian. Great block for Centerburg.
I remember the goldfish game because I remember having a lot of goldfish.
Yeah, but that was the only one I won. I never won. Like, you remember the big banana that was at like every fair?
This is like every like stuffed animal. It was like a
Yeah, but you don't remember the big stuffed banana that there was at it was at every fair, and it was always the big prize.
Yes.
And there was always that one guy who was walking around who had 3
Everybody
of them.
thought he was so cool.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, I'm about to pay him to play the game for me. But it's like, I never won one. Great volley here. Ziva Albert, too strong on that one, out of play. Centerburg's point. Garret, I think there's a glitch in the matrix. So you take a look at the close ref and the far ref in the middle. They're like identical people. Isn't that crazy?
They kind of do look a little similar, Storm, from our vantage point up here. Maybe they switched. We'll never know, I guess.
Huh. So Centerburg got to a hot start. That one just barely in. Great placement from Worthington Christian. As once again, this is just like the last set, isn't it? Where Centerburg off to a big lead early. Worthington Christian able to come storming back. We'll see if that's in the card for either of these squads. You got to think, Garrett, if, you know, in that first set, if maybe Centerburg looking a little bit too far ahead and already thinking about that Cardington-Lincoln matchup.
That's what I wanted to talk about pregame, Storm. Trap game. Usually when you got a big opponent coming up on the schedule like Centerburg does, Cardington-Lincoln first in the KMAC, swept them in their first meeting. I'm sure they're thinking about that, but, you know, Coach alluded, you know, we gotta stay the course. We gotta first, you know, beat Worthington Christian before we can move on to the next game. And Worthington Christian giving them a run for their money right now. Storm won the first set, competed in the second one. Now Centerburg with a big block up top.
So Centerburg now leads 9-5. They will have the serve. Gwyn Sands. Push shot there, and another great back corner shot for Worthington Christian.
Yeah, they've been great at that all night, just finding the open spot. Just pushing it to where there's no Lady Trojans to be able to get that ball back over. And now getting back into this game, now just down 3.
Almost catastrophe there. Johnson able to corral it, though, for Centerburg. Touched over by Worthington Christian. That was Courtney Staggs. Set here for Williams. And that one too far out of play. 10 points now for Centerburg. Serve here for Kennedy Glenn. Miss hit there from Eva Albert. Yeah, Eva, E-V-A. Eva, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it Eva? No. Eva Albert.
I thought you were like won the spelling bee, Storm, in like 3rd grade.
No, not the spelling bee. I don't think I passed a spelling test in any, like, through all my high school, or through all my school.
But you won a reading award.
Reading and spelling are 2 totally different things.
I think
Plus,
they're closer than you think.
That one will be out of play, Centerburg's points. Plus, after 3rd grade, like, a flip has been switched. Or no, a switch has been flipped.
Well, that's why they call you Storm Can't Spell Bluntschly.
Storm can't spell Bluntschly. But the thing is I can spell Bluntschly. I just can't spell Bluntschly. But after 3rd grade, I remember we had to read Little House on the Prairie. And did your school ever have the accelerated reader test, Garret?
Yes. Yes, we did.
I took the Little House on the Prairie accelerated reader test. This is no exaggeration, 20 to 30 times.
Storm, I don't know if you remember this or not, but I have to bring this up right now. Do you remember the game that you'd play? It was like little mini games that you would play.
Study Island?
No. Oh, I got to find the name of it. Because I used to have to go in the mornings when I was younger and do it, and it was so much fun. I thought I was just like going in and playing video games.
Yeah, well, that was Study Island for us. That's what we had.
Maybe that's what it's called.
Was it Some Dog? Was it math only?
No, it was like reading. You'd like go around this town and meet these like different like animals. It was very weird, but I'll find it out.
I don't remember that one. As Centerburg with a 3-point advantage. Worthington Christian trying to answer. They spike it over. Dug up by the libero. That one out of play. No, but I swear I took the accelerated reader test for Study Island. Yeah, see, Study Island. Well, yeah. So we confirmed that Study Island was not like a fever dream I had one time. You want to know something crazy?
I don't think it was that, Storm. No, at least not for me. No.
You want to know something crazy, Garret? I couldn't spell my last name till the 3rd grade. That's a fact.
It's a sad fact.
Why a long name? Yeah. Well, okay. Hey, Storm can't spell Bluntschly. Yeah, I guess you're right. So yeah, all ended well. Serve here from Joring. Pushed over the net by Worthington Christian. They trail by 2. Weisbrod on the back line. Sets it back up for her teammates. Blocked by Worthington Christian. Williams sends it into the net. 3-point advantage.
It's been like this each set, Storm. Back and forth we go. Centerburg going to pull away. Try to make this comeback. Try to win their 2nd set of the night.
And I mean, like the sets, it's basically 0-0, Garret. You know, it's a best of 3 now. So, I mean, whoever wins set number 3 is in really, really good position.
Yeah, you're able to win this set. You're able to play a little bit more loose, Storm. Backs really aren't up against the wall. Get to play freely and loose. But if you fall in a hole and lose this one, backs against the wall, because then either side can win it. We'll get some substitutions here. Centerburg now extends their lead 15-12.
You know what those games in between sets reminds me of? PE class.
Yeah.
And, dude, that was like – I wish they had PE class for adults.
It's called working out.
No. But I don't want to do any of the working out. I just want to play the fun games. Because, you know, you'd, like, do your warm-up run, and then you do, like, your exercise and your stretches, and then, like, the last 20 minutes of your class would be a game.
What was the best game, though, in gym?
In elementary school, it was Leap to Creek by far.
I don't even know what that is.
So you'd have 2 mats, and they'd be touching each other, and you just had to, like, jump from mat to mat. But every time everyone went through, it got a little bit further.
Sounds boring.
The parachute was fun.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing until I got to Crestview.
Yeah, and you played dodgeball in the parachute, which was so much fun. You know what?
I didn't know that was a thing until I moved to your school.
I don't know.
See, my favorite Storm was Capture the Flag.
Oh, I loved Capture the Flag.
Capture the Flag was a goodie.
You remember when you'd be playing Capture the Flag and it would be like one team would be just dominating the other team, and then the 2 PE teachers would join the losing team?
We'd still lose.
That's when it would get real. Because, like, for me, I always wanted to tag the PE teacher and be that guy, you know?
Yeah,
I wanted
such
to be
a stud.
Because I believe Centerburg stepped over the line. So just like that, Worthington Christian with just a 1-point deficit now. Oh, but you are cool if you tag the teacher.
Right.
Emma Steele with the missed serve gives Centerburg back a 2-point advantage. Caitlin Johnson returns into the match for them.
Try to sneak that one across, Storm, but
whoa! She's out.
A little bit too much there from Centerburg. That one will go out. Now just another 1-point deficit here for Worthington Christian.
She's gonna have to go sit down until one of her teammates catches the next one. Is that in? Is the ref
No, that
in
was
play?
out. That was out.
So the ref is not in play?
They gave the point to Worthington Christian.
You know, that's interesting because, like in basketball, the refs is like if it bounces off the ref, that's in play. So that's interesting how the different sports do that. Sands across the net. Centerburg leads by 2, trying to return this one. That was Johnson getting it across. Spike opportunity for Stags. It works out. There we go, Garrett. Down the stretch of these sets, man, it has been so close.
Set up for a great finish here in set number 3. Pivotal set 2. Either side's able to win this one. You know, like their chances heading into the rest of this game.
Phoebe Williams sends it over for Worthington Christian. That time Stagg spikes it back, but Centerburg right there, blocked from them.
Big play right there.
For sure.
In the front line of Centerburg.
That was Kennedy Glenn and Stella Weisbrod for them. As Glenn steps back to serve with a 2-point advantage. Worthington Christian answers back with a point of their own. They now trail just by 1. Serve here from Williams. Centerburg with an opportunity, and that's going to be Kennedy Glenn. Laying that one in. Floater alert. Oh, you ain't Tony Parker.
How many times have they done that here tonight? As soon as they can get over some of those blockers up front, Storm, they're able to just find that open zone, drop it in, make it look too easy.
So 20-18 in favor of Centerburg now. Worthington Christian trying desperately to hang on. They spike it over. Great return from Centerburg. Marshall sends it. Going to be a tough one to return. Worthington Christian able to. Once again, big spike from Amani Marshall. That's going to be a timeout from Worthington Christian as they try to halt this Centerburg momentum. Now I spy with my little eye another game happening live and free on the OH Report. Let's listen in now.
Is some of the best offense you can do because when you play offensively as aggressive like that, you set yourself up so well when you go to be able to hit the ball.
Great setup there for Kincaid.
I like that. That's passing for middles right there.
Great setup.
And, you know, Haley Young, I think she saw her hit her. She didn't stick with her. And, honestly, at that point, when you know it's passed that well, when she jumps, you jump. And you just hope to get a touch on the ball. It's a great in-system ball. And she returns it. That's a good cut. Keeping open to her setter or open to the rest of the court. And she kind of puts her thumb down a little bit.
And it was good. Yep. Well-timed, too.
Well timed.
So the Lady Tigers leading 18-8 and in favor of a set. Returning back to the action now. Worthington Christian out of the timeout, trying to come back in this one. Centerburg trying to close this out and take a commanding 2-1 lead. Phoebe Williams there for Worthington Christian. Just looks like she might have misjudged the jump. Not enough oomph under there to get it over.
Just 3 points separates Centerburg and a set 3 win. This one's going to go, though, however, for Worthington Christian as they close the gap to 3.
So the door still ajar here for the Warriors. How about that one for a perfect serve? Just climbs over the net.
Got to be some of the toughest to return, Storm.
Some might say that's kind of cheese.
I would agree. It is cheese. We probably should define
cheese. Cheese is like
it's like a
cheat
trick
move.
Like, yeah, it's like a cheat.
It's like a cheat code. So if
that's some cheese.
So if you like, I don't know.
You're on the right track, Storm.
It's like that serve. It's like if you hit that serve every time, that's like guaranteed points. That's cheese. That's cheddar. So Worthington Christian still hanging around, only down 2 now. Great hit there from Eva Albert.
Look at this comeback here.
Hey, it's comeback season. And I'm going to do it like a cool kid, SNZ. No.
Good Lord.
Oh, God.
You spelled it wrong.
SZN. Dude, I told you I'm a horrible speller. Storm can't spell Bluntschly. There it is. Storm can't spell Bluntschly. Because it's just a 1-point deficit here for Worthington Christian. Set here for them. Centerburg spikes it home. They now have set point. But still some life for Worthington Christian.
Going to have to bring it here. This is a big play right here. Completely going to change the game if Centerburg's able to win this.
Well, tried to go for the cheese right there over the top. Not going to get it. It's 23-24. Garret. Worthington Christian trying to stay alive.
They're able to score here. It forces Centerburg to have to win by 2. Get 2 more points. See if they're able to do so. Yeah.
Oh! I thought they were going to get Centerburg on that one, but here we go, Garret. The street ball rules, win by 2. Worthington Christian trying to complete the comeback. That's going to be a miscommunication from the Trojans. And that's going to be a timeout. Garret, you got to be rattled after that one.
Wow, what a turn of events here late in this one. Centerburg, I believe Storm was up 23-18. Allowed this comeback. 7-1 run here for the Lady Warriors. Trying to finish this one and go up 2-1.
When you got to think, Garret, whoever wins this set is, I mean, it's not over by any means, but it's like going up 3-1 in the finals, man.
Heavily increases your odds, Storm.
I wish we had those statistics where it's like if you're up 2-1, like this is the likelihood. And then you get the really specific ones where it's like if you're up 2-1 on the 1st of October and it's before 8 p.m.
The 1st of Spooktober.
Spooktober. So out of the timeout, Worthington Christian only needs 1 to close this set out and take a commanding lead. They serve it over. Centerburg tries to return it. They do. Warriors tried to block it, but too much on it from Kennedy Glenn as now things are all tied up at 2-5.
Centerburg able to do that with ease. See if they can capitalize here. Tie game, all knotted at 25. First of 2 wins.
That was Johnson on the serve. Returning it now is Albert. Somehow kept alive. But Worthington Christian now with advantage. Lady Warriors send it across. Set here for the Trojans. That one too strong, Garrett. Back and forth we go like a teeter-totter.
Seems as if every volleyball game, Storm, we get, it is just back and forth.
They're always good.
We get lucky here. We can't complain.
That is for sure, my friend. There's a great dig there from Gwen Sands and the Trojans. They get it over the net. Set for the Warriors. Touched over by Albert. They're going to give the points now to the Warriors. So Centerburg, they're able to tie, but not able to take the lead, at least yet. Missed service here. I believe that was from Eva Albert. So that gives Centerburg some life. And a miscommunication from Worthington Christian gives Centerburg the advantage now. Ace from the Trojans.
Can't have that here late. Got to be, on your toes, head on a swivel. Worthington Christian, a lapse right there, judgment. In the biggest spot. Let's see if Centerburg can capitalize.
Trying to close this one out. Great save here from Centerburg. They get it across the net. Worthington Christian to return. Set here. Staggs tries to push it over and does. Spike now from Weisbrod. Set once again, this time Williams on the receiving end. Weisbrod goes up for it again, touches it across. The libero now for Worthington Christian, miss hit from Kennedy Glenn. We're all tied up, Garrett. We might hit 30.
Neither side budging here, Storm. What a set here, going down to the wire.
Williams sets it up. That one touched across.
The cheese.
But the half-court cheddar.
The Boo Bird Storm.
The what?
The Boo Birds. Never heard that before?
I've never heard that one. Worthington Christian trying to close this one out. Blocked back, saved out of play. And that's going to be set point. 30-28 your score. 2-1 in favor of Worthington Christian in set number 3. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back for number 4 here live and free on the OH Report.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. Whether it's making memories in your first home or making an impact in your community. At Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
Going to cheerleading camp next to the abandoned insane asylum, it's like throwing good blood away.
50% of Americans like watching blood get spilled in horror movies, but only 3% donate it.
Now that's scary.
Hello and welcome back to Centerburg High School. Storm Bluntschly joined by the illustrious Garret Parlett. And Garret, Worthington Christian now leads 2-1.
It's been a battle all night, Storm. Neither side was able to pull away in that third set. Went down to the wire. We finally got a victor, and that was Worthington Christian coming in here. Now lead 2-1, Storm. Just need one more set to walk out of here with a huge road win.
Definitely, and what would this do for them? A team sitting right at 500 to beat a perennial powerhouse like Centerburg. I mean, that's got to do a wonder for your confidence heading into the latter half of the season.
Especially coming in here on the road, too. Hanging tough. They won the first set. Centerburg responded. And then able down the wire in that third set, able to hang strong and defeat them. See if they're able to capitalize on some of that momentum here on this fourth set.
We'll see if Worthington Christian can check Cheddar like a food inspector. Close this one out, as the great Jay-Z might say. That one going to be out of play. Worthington Christian missed it, but there was a silver lining. He's out of play, and they're going to take the point. This ain't a movie, dog. You like that song, Garret?
Yeah, Storm, it's a good song.
Jay-Z, man, he's great. I love his music.
The more you know.
Yep. 1-1 now on the scoreboard off of that spike you just saw in your Park National Bank replay. Sets up the Trojans and Eva Joring for the serve. Missed service there. That one hits the net. Gives, well, I wouldn't call it possession, but serve back to Worthington Christian. Emma Steele will set. Great save right there from Centerburg as Gwyn Sands spikes that one hard. Sands now steps back to serve. We're knotted at 2 apiece. Double deuces on the scoreboard. Eva Albert sends it over for Worthington Christian, and that's going to be Stella Weisbrod sending it right back and taking the points. So Gwyn Sands once again to serve with a 1-point advantage. Miscommunication from the Trojans. We're all knotted at 3. This one, Garret, every set super back and forth.
I feel like we've had the same start, Storm. This seems like every single set. One side or the other jump out to a quick early lead, but then Worthington's able to respond, and there's the Cheddar, Storm.
The perfect service. As that one just touches the net, goes over, falls to the floor, and gives Worthington Christian the lead. Centerburg with the opportunity, sent across by Weisbrod. Right back at you, this time from the other number 8, Courtney Staggs. Number 8 like Kirk Cousins, man.
Yeah. He's an animal.
Centerburg with the return, set by Staggs. Centerburg sends it back. Worthington Christian once again, this time blocked from Centerburg. Way to recover there from the Warriors. Eva Albert goes up for it, falls to the ground. And now Worthington Christian out to the advantage.
Early lead here for the Lady Warriors here in this fourth set. However, first at 25, they got the early lead, and now a miss serve. Centerburg looks to capitalize.
That miss serve from Audrey Williams. There's Kennedy Glenn, the junior. Prepares to send things over. Technical difficulties here. Worthington Christian now with the bump. The libero sends it back over. Centerburg with the save. As we're back. Right in time to see that. We'll see if we got it. Not quite. It happens. That one will be out of play. Worthington Christian now leads 7-5. Eva Albert with an ace of her own. Warriors once again lead by 3. Centerburg on the return. Big spike there from Kennedy Glenn. Worthington Christian able to recover. Eva Albert, or excuse me, that was Phoebe Williams. Sends it over and scores. So Garrett, at what point on this run do you think Centerburg, will take their first time out of the set?
Possibly if Worthington Christian gets in the double digits here. You want to call a timeout because you can see the confidence from Worthington Christian beginning to come out, and
right on the line.
Big block, but they'll say that's out of bounds. So Centerburg will be awarded the points.
So I know in the last set, Garrett, we were kind of, talking about the fair, the kind of fair games we like. But I would say a close relative would be the arcade. So, got me thinking, what's your favorite arcade game?
Ooh.
I mean, you got to think, there's the classics like the coin pusher. That's always a good option. The claw machine.
I'm not a coin guy.
Skee ball.
I didn't mind skee ball.
I'm sure yours was probably like the pop shot or the football toss. There's a big spike from Centerburg. They come roaring back, and they're only down 1.
Big comeback as we were indulging in some of our arcade game storm. Centerburg able to do some scoring of their own, get back into this game. Only down 1 now. And some of the momentum is back with the Lady Trojans.
Yeah, they're Centerburg, they don't want to settle, for the little paratrooper guys. They're going for the big ticket item, the big win here at home. They don't want to settle for the little plastic spiders. Yeah, they want the big stuffed, the stuffed animal, the banana or whatever it was. Worthington Christian back on a little run of their own. Worthington Christian just barely able to get it over. Say they were over the net. Points go to Centerburg. But anyways, Garrett, well, you never answered the question, man. What's your favorite?
I'm thinking still.
Oh, still thinking.
I'm still thinking. I'm weighing a couple options.
That one out of play. Worthington Christian takes the point.
I feel really bad because I'm drawing a blank on the game, but it's a very popular game. It's like the fighting game. Please tell me you know what it is. Yes, Mortal Kombat. I feel really bad.
Oh, so you're talking Yummy Ball. So you're talking.
If we're talking like pure old school.
No, I'm talking like Chuck E. Cheese, Dave and Buster. You're trying to win tickets. I respect that, That, like, yeah, they're both arcade style games. As it's a great block from Centerburg. But no, I'm talking like more like the win tickets, you know what I mean? You fan of the like the ticket where it blows around the tickets and you got to catch them? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like the cash grab machine, but for tickets? I hated that. I was not a fan.
What's the one at Dave & Buster where you just spin a wheel? That's an easy W.
Oh, but I don't like that one.
I know, but I'm just saying. Listen, you brought up Dave & Buster's, not me. I mean, if I had to pick from the ones you listed,
there's like 100 million better games than that one.
Probably the coin. I hate the claw machine.
I love the claw machine.
My dad's goated at the claw machine. That's why I hate it.
You're not the – wait, I thought you just said you didn't like coin pushers.
No, but from the list you gave me, that would be my choice.
Worthington Christian with the free ball. The set now, the spike. Centerburg trying to track it down. They do. They get it back over the net. They're going to say Worthington Christian once again across the net. They've been hurting themselves a lot with that.
Chance in this game to pull away, too. Would have went up 3 here. Getting late here in this fourth set. See if Centerburg can try to get a lead here. Don't think they've had a lead this entire set.
That one hits the net. And that'll give Worthington Christian now a 3-point advantage. And what about, so this is like a very specific thing, and I'm sure nobody watching will know what I'm about to talk about. The CC's Pizza Arcade in Ontario.
Yes, I played that.
The little mountain climbing game with the ball.
Yes.
That's, I like that one a lot. I play that one, I spend at least $5 total playing
Actually,
that.
I take back. I think the one I play would be the one where you just stack the
Stacker.
It's like Tetris.
Stacker,
but
yeah.
Yes, that would be mine.
I like Stacker too. But if we're going CC's Pizza in Ontario Arcade, I'm going the mountain ball climbing game. No, I'm not. I'm definitely not. I'm going bouncy ball pinball where you win every single time. That one will be hit in play. So they'll give Worthington Christian the points. But you know that one I'm talking about too?
I'm trying to think. The one where you like spam like the sides of the machine?
It's literally pinball, but it's bouncy balls.
Ah.
And you win every time. That one somehow kept in play from Worthington Christian. Big spike opportunity for them. That was Stella Weisbrod sending it down, but they're going to say too hard out of play. Lady. Oh, go ahead.
Too much heat on that one. As now Worthington Christian, 4-point advantage here. Trying to close this one out in 4 sets. Going to have the opportunity to do so. Let's see if Centerburg has an answer.
They get it across the net. Small miscommunication from Worthington Christian leads to a big block from the Trojans. That brings them back to within 3, Garrett. They've been within striking distance, but unable to take the lead so far.
I'll tip your cap to Worthington Christian coming to play tonight. Been able to hang with Centerburg. And having a chance to win this 4 sets from and walk out of here. Centerburg might have something to say about that, however.
Worthington Christian now with the set. That one, another big block from Centerburg. And they are amped up, Garrett. They're excited. They want to force this to set 5.
Gonna have to bring the energy. They're done with the last couple serves. See if they can continue this one. Might be out of bounds, and it will be out of play, I should say. It's now Centerburg just closed the gap to just 1.
So 16-15 now, and Centerburg has the serve. Kennedy Glenn serves it. Worthington Christian returns it. Opportunity for the Warriors. They touch it over. Set over by Centerburg. Eva Albert, not blocked that time. Johnson sends it over for the Trojans. The libero sends it back for Worthington Christian. Spike there from Weisbrod, sending it directly into the hardwood. $16 all now. Centerburg trying to take the lead. Set for Worthington Christian. Touched over by Albert. That one somehow saved by the Warriors. That was straight up in the air. Sanguished right there at the top of the net. Spike down from the Warriors, long volley.
Look at this.
A lot of momentum on the line here, and Worthington Christian is going to take the point. What a great volley.
And they needed that too. Centerburg had got some momentum, got back into the game. Worthington Christian staying one step ahead of those Lady Trojans, and now they lead by 1.
That one set over. I think they're going to say it did hit the floor. So an ace for Worthington Christian, and Centerburg takes the timeout. And Garrett, the Gallion-Northmore game already over. That started at 7, so that is a true testament to how much of a grinded-out battle this has been.
Back and forth affair storm we got down here in the heart of Ohio. Lady Warriors up 2 here in this 4th set.
Let's take a listen in now to our MVP interview. Jordan Roderick from Gallion.
Looking forward to your match against Pleasant, but I know like Highland's always kind of on your mind. How are you going to take tonight in preparation for Pleasant and then eventually Highland?
Just going to speed it up even more.
Yeah, and I know offensively you guys run a pretty quick offense, but again, this is me and I like a fast offense. I would love to see you guys run at a little bit quicker tempo to the outsides, but again, super great day overall. I'm so proud of you guys. I haven't seen you guys play yet this year, so it's nice to kind of see something different. And goals for yourself as a team. Have you guys talked about goals or what your goals are individually and as a team for this season?
Now back here with the action. That one blocked from Worthington Christian. Centerburg has another opportunity. Williams tried to get it over the net, but they're going to give Centerburg the points. Lady Trojans trying to hang on here, Garrett, and force this to a decisive set 5.
Set up for a great finish here in set 4. We've seen a tight contest throughout every single set. Neither squad been able to really take control of things, and Worthington Christian holding that just that 1 point slim advantage, but that'll be erased now as they're all tied at 18.
Take a look. It seemed like Williams just misspaced that one. As you mentioned, we're all knotted at 18. Centerburg sends it back. Worthington Christian tries to block it. But that gives the Trojans an advantage now.
First lead of this set, I believe.
Has been tied, but yeah, you're right. This is the first lead for Centerburg here in this set, and a must-win set for them. Joyner unable to get it across. That ties us up once again at 19. That one out of play gives Worthington Christian the 1-point advantage. Serve now for the Warriors. That one set over. Great save from Williams. Marshall puts that one over the net and gives Centerburg their 20th point of the night.
Just the first one to 5. 1 by 2. We've seen the set 3 Storm going to OT. Might get some here.
Not enough on that one from Caitlin Johnson. Worthington Christian once again with the advantage. Spike opportunity for Centerburg. Great hustle and dig from Eva Albert. Just a mishit. That ties us up once again, Garrett. We're gearing up for an exciting finish to set number 4. Clara Johnson across the net on the serve for Centerburg, and that's going to be an ace, 22-21. Timeout here from Worthington Christian, Garrett. They try to close it out here in 4 sets, excuse me.
Got to score 4 more if they want to do so. Centerburg's got some of that momentum here in the latter half of this 4th set. Trying to pull away, force a decisive 5th one. See the timeout call helps out the Lady Warriors here on the road tonight. Struggled these last couple of serves, but have a chance to get right back into this thing here soon.
Well, and we've seen every set has gone down to the wire so far here, live and free on the OH report. And this one no different, Garrett. But, I mean, this would just take the wind out of your sails if you're Worthington Christian to have Centerburg tie this up at 2 apiece.
Yeah, especially with a chance to try to win it. Can do so. They're able to capitalize with a miss hit right there. Now Centerburg just 2 away from forcing the 5th set.
So Centerburg just 2 away, as you mentioned. Set here for them. Worthington Christian trying to get back into it. That one put across the net. Weisbrod bumps it. Set here for Worthington Christian, straight into the net. And now set point for the Lady Trojans to force set 5. Serve for Clara Johnson. Set for Worthington Christian, still not out of it, but it's going to take a miracle. That one spiked down, great dig from the Warriors. Williams sends it over. On the return, spike. They're going to call that point for Centerburg. We're headed to set number 5. Things knotted at 2 apiece. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. And when we come back, 1st to 15 here, live and free on the OH Report.
I'm Storm Bluntschly. Make sure you tune in Friday nights at 11:30 p.m. for the Friday Night Pigskin. Stats, analysis, coaches' interviews, all wrapped up into one amazing show. Make sure you tune in.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. Whether it's making memories in your first home or making an impact in your community. At Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
Hello and welcome back to Centerburg High School. Storm Carnival Game Master Bluntschly, excuse me, joined by the illustrious Garret Parlett. Set 5, best of 15. It does not get any better than this.
Centerburg having to come back in that fourth set. Initially we're down 1-0. Won the second set. That's not going to help their chances here, Storm, as Worthington Christian will be awarded the point. We're all tied up at 2s in the decisive set 5. First of 15, win by 2.
It's actually just 1. Tied up at 1. So sorry.
Well, tied at 2 set.
Oh, 2 sets.
Yeah.
Ah, see, we were on the
Storm can't hear Bluntschly.
We were on the same wavelength, but a different wavelength. You know what I mean?
Makes a lot of sense.
I never claimed to be Storm who makes a lot of sense, Bluntschly. I'm Storm makes a lot of dollars, Bluntschly. Oh! Pack your stuff up and go home, young blood. Worthington Christian with the serve. Centerburg with the spike. Gwen Sands punching that down like the ball owes her some money. Whew. Eva Joring with the serve for Centerburg. 3-2 now in favor of Worthington Christian. Centerburg not able to return that one. That one set over from Centerburg. Albert trying to return it, blocked by Centerburg. Somehow kept alive, though. Another spike there. This time coming from Weisbrod. They tied things up at 3.
They're able to set it like that, Storm, and give it to Weisbrod. It's almost impossible to stop with that kind of velocity coming down. No shot for a dig there for the Lady Warriors.
Sands now.
Cheese ball.
Oh my gosh, dude, I've had cheese ball in forever. You ever had that? With the Ritz crackers?
No.
I don't even really know what it is.
It's like a popcorn ball?
No, it's like mush. It's like a dip. It's like all cream cheese pretty much, I guess. I haven't had it in like literal years. It's probably been 5+ years. Yeah, Adam gets one for Christmas. It's like a seasonal thing, I think. But it is fire.
It's called a cheese ball?
It's called a cheese ball. And it's like really, it looks disgusting. But man, it's so good.
Huh.
It's just like anything you dip with Ritz crackers, though. Anything that you can put on a Ritz cracker is great. Because it's being put on a Ritz cracker.
I don't know you value Ritz crackers that high.
I love Ritz crackers, saltine crackers.
Oh, not saltines. I need a bucket of water to go with it.
Big spike there from Centerburg. They trail just 1 now. No, me and my mom, we'll literally sit down and be watching something, and like we'll both eat an entire sleeve of saltine crackers by themselves. But you don't like saltines?
No.
You don't get like a snack out of the fridge and it's like celery, carrots, radish, and
No.
Ritz cracker or in saltine crackers?
Nope.
It's like a healthy snack. It's pretty good. Oh, yeah. Have you ever tried putting barbecue sauce on one of them?
No.
You
I'm
might
not
like
a ravage animal.
You love.
I just don't eat saltines. It's just not my go-to snack.
Not even like the when you have like the veggie platter out and the saltine crackers are right next to it. You're not putting that on your little veggie snack plate.
You put a piece of celery on a saltine cracker.
No, but it's just on the same plate.
I have never seen a veggie plate with saltine crackers
Well, it doesn't
and
come with
celery
it.
and carrots. I've never seen that.
You have to buy it separate.
So it doesn't come with it. You just put it like that.
You've never eaten it in chili before?
No,
There's a timeout on the floor. Worthington Christian leads 7-4.
I've seen people eat saltine crackers with chili, but I've never seen like a meat tray or a veggie tray with saltines.
No, well,
if it's anything, it's like Ritz.
Well, a meat tray is Ritz, but it's like veggie tray you buy separate, and then a sleeve of open Ritz or saltine crackers.
So that's your family and you.
I just thought it was everywhere.
I've never seen a
And it's
veggie
like-
tray
because
with
it's like-
saltines. I've
Because
never
it's
seen
like-
a veggie tray with
Hold on,
saltines ever.
It's my turn. No. So it's the veggie platter, and then it's like the cup of olives, because that doesn't come with the veggie platter, and then saltine crackers.
You're weird. It's plain and simple.
Oh, Adam's got some delicious veggie platters pulled up on the computer. Centerburg going to take a lot to get this one over. They do. Set for the Warriors. Spike down from Stags. They now lead 8-4, Garrett. They're close to closing this one out.
Just 7 points away, Storm, and Worthington Christian with a huge upset if they're able to hang on here. Let's see if they can continue to do so. That'll help. Once they get
maybe
this.
not. Maybe not. Oh,
Wow.
too soon. Set now from the Warriors after that terrific save. That one set over. Williams with the spike. That one was going to be out of play, and it will be, despite the terrific save from Centerburg. Worthington Christian able to hold on to it. Look at the hustle there, though, from Johnson.
Entire Centerburg, on that last ditch efforts for him to get it across, was able to do so, but not going to be able to do it a second time. As another big block up at the net from the Warriors, and now just 5 points away, Storm.
So despite being on the road, just 5 points away. Big miscommunication here from Worthington Christian. I think someone else called it. I think that was Courtney Staggs that was right there. She kind of backed off, though. Got to have some better communication here. Can't leave the door open at all from Centerburg.
Too talented of a squad are the Lady Trojans, and still in this game, down just 5.
That one kept alive from Centerburg. Put back over the net. Set now, Williams with the spike. Dug up by Johnson as she hits it back over. This time now for Staggs. That one finessed over, kept alive by the Trojans. Or excuse me, by the Warriors. Trojans now with a spike. Great dig from Albert. Another long volley in set number 5. Spike down, dug up by the libero. Spike down by Williams, somehow kept alive. Back set hit over, hangs on the net. And the Lady Warriors take the long volley. They now lead 11-5. That's going to be a timeout now for the Trojans. And Garrett, I want you to come look at Cheese Ball over here on the screen. Looks disgusting, right?
Oh, looks horrible.
That looks awful. But, man, it's so delicious.
Did we ever figure out the veggie platter argument?
Yeah, where it's crackers and saltine crackers.
I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just – I don't see any crackers in that one. I see them in that one.
We don't have to. That's the ultimate veggie tray. See, look, the little cup of olives, and then oh, yeah. Well, I forgot no one can see this but us. But, yeah, let us know at home if you're watching what kind of sides you serve with your veggie tray. I mean, the veggie tray is like pretty much just one big side. What are there additional sides? Like saltine crackers. Or pretzels. Some people enjoy pretzels.
I see pretzels and I see Ritz. I just don't see saltines.
The pita chips. Some people like to have. Any cracker. You can't go wrong with any salty snack, pretty much. Worthington Christian trying to keep that one alive. They will not. Centerburg with the points, Garrett. It's going to take a lot, but it's not impossible for sure.
It's got to start here. Got the opportunity to serve. Let's see if they can cash in and get an ace.
Caitlin Johnson serves it. Worthington Christian tries to return it, but Williams can't get enough lift. That'll be another point for the Trojans. That one will be out of play here as the Trojans take another point. Or excuse me, that one will be in play. Garrett, we're definitely getting our money's worth here tonight, even though it's live and free coverage.
Gonna be a thriller. Either squad fighting here, backs against the wall. Great block from Centerburg, and this is a 4-0 run for the Lady Trojans.
Now on the other side, Worthington Christian with the timeout. As you mentioned, a 4-0 run. A catastrophe here for Worthington Christian. So tell me, Garrett, we'll go back to the great debate. So yours is just the veggie tray at your house? Nothing on the sides?
No.
There's got to be there's got to be ranch dressing at least.
Well,
right?
yeah. Well, yes. There's like carrots and celery and stuff, but there's not. Just saltines is throwing me off. I get crackers and pretzels. I've just never seen saltines.
I'll have to have you over and you know, maybe
I feel like
that's
saltine
a G-Man project episode.
I just rather have a Ritz.
That's fair. You know, it's okay if your opinion's wrong. As out of the timeout, Centerburg closing it to a 1-point game. Worthington Christian scrambling for an answer.
Said this just a little bit ago, Storm. Can't leave the door open here for Centerburg to get back into this game, and here we are. Just a one-score game, trying to tie it up with the Lady Trojans.
Great block. Williams able to set it once again. Centerburg trying to continue their run. Opportunity for them, and that's going to be a mishit from Eva Albert. We're knotted at 11. What's that, 6-0?
6-0 run. Started at 5-10, or 6-1 run, I should say. Started at 5-10. Worthington Christian was able to get 1 point, but other than that, Centerburg trying to finish this one off in 5 as that one won't sneak over top of the net. And now the Lady Warriors back on top.
Wow, big break there for the Lady Warriors as that Lady Trojans run had no end in sight. Phoebe Williams set to serve. She gets it across the net. That one's set over. Great hustle from Williams. Not enough on that one, as they're going to say that's a double hit from Eva Alberts. We're tied at 2.
What a finish we're about to see, Storm. First to 3 here, win by 2. Doesn't get much better than this. We've been lucky here tonight.
I feel like we've been getting lucky on all of our matches. As most of them, you know, are 5-setters. The occasional sweep every so often, but a lot of 5-set ones this season for us. Worthington Christian now with the spike, but that one goes directly into the net. Audrey Williams didn't get enough on it.
Just need 2. Does Centerburg to win this one. Would improve to 15-3 on the year, but still a long way to go here from the heart of Ohio.
Just 2 points now for Centerburg, but another misserve. Clara Johnson unable to get it over the net. Just like that, Garrett. First to 2, pretty much. Serve for Worthington Christian. Centerburg, spike opportunity, pushes it over. Set. Centerburg gets it over the net. Spike down, somehow saved by Worthington Christian. They get it over the net. Weisbrod sets it up, tried to block it, but Kennedy Glenn too much. Just 1 point separates Centerburg from winning this in 5.
Valiant effort there from Worthington Christian. They somehow got it over the net, but Centerburg just too much to handle here down the stretch. Just 1 more point, and they can win this one.
Big serve here from Eva Joring. Worthington Christian trying to stay alive. The libero over the net. Set here, opportunity from Centerburg, and that's going to be it. Kennedy Glenn ends it in style in 5 sets for the Lady Trojans. That's going to do it here from Centerburg. 3-2 in favor of Centerburg. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with a player of the game interview. You've been watching high school volleyball live and free on the OH Report.
There's a blood shortage and we came up to Dead Lover's Point at midnight on Friday the 13th.
Lame.
Guess I'm gonna waste all this blood by dying in a predictable horror movie way.
50% of Americans like watching blood get spilled in horror movies, but only 3% donate it. When was the last time you donated blood?
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. Whether it's making memories in your first home or making an impact in your community. At Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
Our #1 receiver coming from the Shelby Whippets, Isaiah Ramsey.
He's caught our attention over here, and we're certainly going to keep an eye on the Willard flashes.
We will see you next week on the Stat Leaders, brought to you by Spitzer of Mansfield.
Welcome back. Now standing here with our Knox Community Hospital player of the game, of course, Kennedy Glenn, the junior setter. Walk me through that last point there. You were able to go up, get a big spike to close things out in 5 sets. Just let me know kind of what was going on there.
I mean, all my faith is in my teammates. Like, I couldn't have done it without any of them. The great pass that we had to set up, just to get a great set from my setter, and then just had like an open block and just went for it.
You guys were down there set-wise in the late stages. You were able to force it to 5 sets and win, be the first to 15. It was tightly contested all throughout the night. How are you able to keep your wits about you and really close this one out?
We just had to trust in each other. Like, we had to have the energy all the time and just like know that we can do this and like just persevere through the game and just push through and do our best.
You got a big K-MAC matchup coming up here soon versus Cardington Lincoln. Tell me what you're taking away from this game that you could take into that one and, even further down the line, through the season.
We just need to work on, like, even knowing that we were down during this game. We just got to know that we can push through this and just fight back and win like we did. So I think that we just need to like play very hard as a team, just do our best, work together, just communicate the whole time, and just have the energy on our side.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Once again, your Monarch Title Services MVP, Kennedy Glenn, the junior setter. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Alrighty, that's going to do it. We're going to wrap this one up here from the heart of Ohio. I want to thank, of course, you, the fans watching at home, as Centerburg was able to win 3-2 over Worthington Christian. Next up for Worthington Christian, they have the Columbus School for Girls, and for Centerburg, they have a big matchup versus Cardington Lincoln. Thank you all so much. That's going to wrap things up from the heart of Ohio. I want to thank you, the fans watching at home, our wonderful advertisers, as well as Centerburg for allowing us to come out and do this one. But that's going to do it. except for tomorrow. Winford at Mohawk Volleyball. So that's going to do it. You've been watching high school volleyball live and free. VOH Report.